Imagine a future so advanced that people believed it would look like another planet. Now imagine that future abandoned before anyone could truly live in it. On the northern coast of Taiwan, not far from the capital city of Taipei, there once stood a strange and futuristic resort unlike anything else in Asia. Its buildings looked like flying saucers. Bright curved structures stood facing the ocean as if they had landed from space itself. In the late 1970s, this place was meant to symbolize luxury, innovation, and the future of modern living. Instead, it became one of the most mysterious abandoned places in the world. This was the story of the San Zhi Resort, also known as the San Zhi UFO Houses. Construction on the resort began in 1978, during a period when Taiwan was rapidly modernizing. The project was designed as a luxury vacation destination for wealthy travelers and military officers. At the center of the plan were the unusual pod-shaped buildings, created using a futuristic architectural design known as futuristic houses. These circular homes had originally been developed in Finland during the 1960s by architect Matti Suoronen. At the time, they represented optimism about the future. Lightweight, compact, and visually striking, the structures looked like something directly out of a science fiction film. Taiwanese developers believed the design would attract international attention, and it did. From the moment construction began, locals were fascinated by the strange buildings rising near the coastline. Workers assembled colorful pod homes across the hills overlooking the sea. The vision was ambitious, a luxury resort where guests could escape ordinary life and experience the future. But almost immediately, problems began to appear. According to local reports and legends, a series of strange accidents occurred during construction. Workers reportedly died in unexpected incidents, machinery malfunctioned, structural failures slowed progress. Some accounts claimed that fatal car crashes occurred near the construction site with alarming frequency. As the accidents continued, rumors spread rapidly among local residents. Many believed the land itself was cursed. One story claimed that during construction, developers destroyed a traditional Chinese dragon statue believed to protect the area spiritually. According to local superstition, disturbing the statue angered supernatural forces connected to the land. Others believed the site sat on a location associated with restless spirits. Whether true or not, fear began to grow. Workers became uneasy. Some reportedly refused to continue construction at night. The futuristic dream slowly transformed into something darker, a place associated not with progress, but with death and misfortune. At the same time, Taiwan's economy began facing challenges in the early 1980s. Financial problems hit the developers hard, funding became unstable, and the project stalled repeatedly. Eventually, construction stopped almost entirely. And just like that, the futuristic resort was abandoned. No grand opening, no wealthy tourists, no futuristic paradise. Only empty structures left facing the sea. Over time, the unfinished buildings became increasingly eerie. Their bright colors faded beneath rain and ocean wind. Broken windows stared out over empty streets. Grass and vines began reclaiming the pathways. The pod-like homes, once designed to represent the future, now looked like the ruins of a civilization that never existed. For decades, the San Zhi Resort remained frozen in time. Locals avoided the area whenever possible. Taxi drivers reportedly refused to go near it at night. Urban explorers and photographers, however, became fascinated by the abandoned complex. Images of the strange UFO-shaped buildings spread across the internet during the early 2000s, turning the site into an international mystery. To many people in the United States and around the world, the resort looked almost unreal. Some compared it to a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. Others described it as a ghost city from the future. Its unusual appearance fueled even more rumors. Stories emerged about ghost sightings, shadowy figures inside empty homes, and strange sounds heard after dark. Paranormal investigators visited the location, hoping to document supernatural activity. Some claimed to experience sudden feelings of fear or dizziness while exploring the abandoned structures. Skeptics argued that the stories were exaggerated. Abandoned places naturally create unease. Empty buildings, silence, and isolation can affect human psychology in powerful ways. The tragic accidents during construction were likely the result of dangerous working conditions rather than curses. Yet the legends continued. Part of what made San Zhi so haunting was the contrast between its purpose and its fate. It had been designed as a symbol of optimism, a vision of tomorrow, a place where people imagined technology and luxury would reshape everyday life. Instead, it became a monument to failure and mystery. In many ways, the resort reflected a larger truth about humanity's relationship with the future.
During the late 20th century, many people believed technology would solve nearly everything. Futuristic architecture, space-age design, and modern engineering symbolized hope. But San Zhi showed that even the most ambitious visions can collapse unexpectedly. By the late 2000s, the government decided the abandoned structures had become too dangerous to leave standing. Many of the buildings were demolished despite protests from preservationists and urban explorers who viewed the site as culturally unique. Today, very little remains of the original resort. The UFO houses that once stood overlooking the sea are mostly gone, but the story survives. Photographs and videos continue circulating online, keeping the legend alive for new generations fascinated by abandoned places and unsolved mysteries. For modern audiences, especially viewers in the United States who are drawn to eerie history, lost futures, and paranormal legends, the San Zhi Resort represents something deeply compelling. It is not simply a ghost story. It is the story of a dream that failed so completely it became myth. Standing there decades ago, surrounded by futuristic buildings and ocean wind, people believed they were witnessing the future. Instead, they were witnessing a warning. Because sometimes the scariest abandoned places are not ancient ruins from the distant past. Sometimes, they are the futures we never reached.